Hi, my name is Emily. I'm 29 years old. I stared at the positive pregnancy test, my heart pounding in my chest. This was supposed to be one of the happiest moments of my life, but a sickening knot twisted in my gut. How could I bring a child into this world with the father being, well, I didn't even know who the father was. It had started as a casual fling with Jake, my coworker at the marketing firm. We'd grab drinks after work, flirt shamelessly, and eventually it escalated to a heated affair. I was intoxicated by the thrill and Jake's magnetic charm. But when I missed my period, the guilt came crashing down. I had to come clean to my kind, devoted boyfriend, Michael. His reaction was worse than I feared. Devastated, angry, disgusted. "How could you do this to us?" he cried, tears streaming down his face. I deserved every ounce of his anguish. I had betrayed the man who loved me unconditionally. Despite the paternity uncertainty, Michael's inherent decency shone through. "I need some space, but I can't abandon you or the baby," he said hollowly. We agreed to get a DNA test after the birth to determine if he was the father. An agonizing pit grew in my belly. What if the baby wasn't his? How could I raise this child alone? My consequences laid bare. The months crawled by in emotional purgatory. Michael and I tiptoed around each other, the tension thick as fog. I could see him warring with himself, his boundless love for me battling his utter devastation over my actions. Finally, the day arrived. I'll never forget the crisp winter air as we walked into the clinic, my baby boy cradled in my arms. Michael's taut expression as we awaited the results. And then, the miracle words, "Michael, you are the father." Tears poured down both our cheeks as he embraced us fiercely. In that moment, his wounds began to heal. He vowed to face this challenge as a family, to create a loving home for our son. I had once callously risked everything for a cheap thrill, but Michael's forgiveness, his immense capacity for grace, gave me a second lease on life as a wife and mother. It hasn't been easy. Rebuilding that sacred trust takes constant work. There are still nights when the guilt overwhelms me, and I wonder if I'll ever be worthy of this man's love. But every time I look into my beautiful son's eyes, I remember that life doesn't only give you what you deserve. It offers unearned redemption as well. We must cherish those rare gifts and never stop striving to be better. For Michael, for my son, and for myself.